on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Complete to Durham.
A big play there for the Dolphins. 45 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Second down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. We're scoreless after 1.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Cardinals,
so still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run toss to the right with Drake. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 47-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Shotgun now for Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray being chased out left. He's going to, now Murray has it stripped, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Operating from the gun, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, Drake. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. On a slant complete to Hopkins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again with Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Is good.
And his kick is right through.
The score, Cardinals 7, Dolphins 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Peterson. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Cardinals 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Tua going to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Pass complete to Matt Breida. 2 yards on the play. First down, Miami.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man there is Malone. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Tagovailoa. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Tua setting up shop to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
7-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Tua, the final shot before half. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throw left side complete. It's Grant.
Complete.
A very solid gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Brought in over the middle by Grant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
A gain of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle right twice to the encore. If you know, you know.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? On play action, here's Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down. Sort of interesting going with the draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I had first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They run for it with Breida, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Now Tua. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Counter play, Dre, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray going to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Murray a give. This is Drake. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Kenyon break the ball.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins.
Murray's pass.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's now 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
On downs.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
14.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Conversion.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Bear and Eagle. It's Jordan Howard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He may try, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tua Tagovailoa. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Murray trying again after the pick six. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
11-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And now it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Murray, one final try. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Dolphins, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. Little man, then I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my fate, cause these